Okay, that should be good now. Uh yeah, y'all be thinking it'd be me. A lot of times I'll just be waiting for the speaker. I'll be waiting for the speaker to show up sometimes. Sometimes it'd be me, but it's. Yeah, it's packed. I don't know where Billy's at, y'all. I think we're gonna have to reschedule the show. I don't know where Billy's at. He's in Egypt actually, but it's like 4 in the morning his time, and he said he would be good to go, but I think that he got a very busy schedule. The brother got a very busy schedule. So yeah. No, somebody said Billy on his page talking. I think that's pre-recorded, I think. But yeah, I just been waiting for the brother, and I haven't been able to get through to the brother. So I think we're gonna have to oh, give me a second, y'all. Uh, Yeah, so I think we might have to reschedule this one, family. Yeah, you figured it was something. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a real good one. I had some great questions that I had in mind to ask the brother. And this is God Power Month, so we got to continue with the God Power. We can't, you can't stop the God Power. This is a powerful month. This is a powerful month. You see everything going on in the news and in the media. I don't want y'all. One of the things I said is I don't want y'all to um, get distracted from your God power. Don't let the media tell you how to feel. How did you feel before they told you what was going on? Is how you should feel right now. Don't let them tell you how to feel, when to feel it, who to feel it to, where to feel it. They give us the 5 W's: who, what, where, when, where, and why. And our feelings are supposed to follow their 5 W's. Why? What Tyreek said. I'm waiting. I'm said so. When? Now. Where? This location. It just goes on and on. But yeah, man, I want to have a real good show tonight. It won't, I think the brother. I was trying to give him time, but you know, it is what it is. Besides that, let me just make a couple of announcements. I even tried to call the brother Rod Hayes, but Rod Hayes was busy because I'm like, Rod is absolutely amazing at a topic like this. Anybody else, it would be too late notice. But Rod, you could call Rod on the spot. Rod is razor sharp with his information. But he was busy. That would have been real good. He was busy. So I'm thinking if I should just end this, should I do a Q&A with y'all? Should I let y'all talk? What time is it? It's 9:24 right now. Somebody said Q&A, brother Rich. Well, let me get to a quick commercial and I'll see what's up. I'll get to a quick commercial. I'll be right back after this commercial, family. All right.
Started out with nothing. Now I got a whole lot of something. Breaking through the roof. Willie Walker, when he pressed the button. When I do a money ritual, all of a sudden money started coming. Then I cut the Holy Ghost. I still be rhyming even when I'm mumbling. You repeat my name 3 times while you staring in the mirror. Body will appear like poof. I came from out of thin air. To me the gun is like a magic wand. I make a problem disappear. I would nigga tape out his mouth. Just to turn it to veneer. I can do magic. 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 When I open up my mouth, I can move masses. Black magic on the beat, turn it to a classic. I'ma take the money out the bank, then I'ma put it in a mattress. Tell me the niggas got.
All right, give me 1 second, y'all. Let me pin this. Make sure. Hold up, family. Yeah, for anybody who hasn't signed up yet, make sure you sign up. God Power Part 2. This is officially the God Power month, and we going hard with the God Power promo. It's something. I'm not, they try to change the frequency and the vibration. And the frequency and the vibration is still God Power Month. It's October. It's the harvest season. So many people have talked to me throughout the last couple of years about the harvest season. Aquarius Maximus, Lloyd Strayhorn, A.A. Rashid just mentioned it. This is an important time in terms of harvesting. So yeah, you just got to keep that in mind, family. Definitely got to keep that. Definitely got to keep that in mind. What y'all talking about in chat? I think I'll probably do a quick Q&A with y'all tonight. Yeah. The link is no longer showing the option to purchase a ticket. I just checked today. It is. Maybe you're doing something wrong. But I just checked the link today and it's good. Yeah, just check the link today. And it's good. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. While I do that, let me post the link in the I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm gonna do a quick Q&A, let a couple of y'all come on here. I'm gonna have to change the title to the show. Let me see. Call Uncle Hank. Yeah. Yeah. No, somebody said, yeah. Very busy, brother. He probably, I'm sure, I'm absolutely sure Billy's sleeping. Like I said, it's 4 o'clock. Like I said, it's 4 o'clock, where he's at in Egypt. I'm sure the brother is extremely, extremely tired and he is asleep. So that's why I'm like, oh man. Somebody's saying, oh, my brother, hey, I see my brother, hey, ruin it back. Hey, rule fast with that. Click. Somebody in the chat said, these videos are entertaining, but in the real world, how would you actually apply all this knowledge to get your bills paid and stay healthy? Dr. B is great. KT is great, along with Phil Valentine. It's like, are you serious at this point? If Flex Heart Mozart, why don't you click the link? Come on the show. Are you serious? Flex Heart, I posted the link in the chat. Why don't you come on the show? Because are you serious when you ask this question? I would love to talk to you. Whether you a troll or not, I would love to just talk to you face to face on camera. Flex Heart, if you there, click on the link. At this point, you say, how would you apply this knowledge to get your bills paid and stay healthy? I've had some of the most amazing. Then you say Dr. B is great, KT is great. If they're great, then you should know how to stay healthy. The whole alkaline paradigm comes from brothers in the conscious community, Dr. Sabi, Dr. Laila Africa, along with a list of other brothers that talks about an alkaline diet way before anybody in the New Age community or any community talked about an alkaline diet. So, I mean, that alone tells you how to stay. And as far as bills, all the information we talk about currency, money is a byproduct of your consciousness. Let me say that again. Money is a byproduct of your consciousness. I have done so many shows on how consciousness, we've done shows on wave to particle. I mean, I could just go on and on and on. The fact that you're still asking that question, I would love for you to click on the link and come on. But the fact that you asked that question, you shouldn't even be on this channel no more, brother. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. At this point in the game, why can't he use his? Okay, now you're trolling. Why can't he use his God power to manifest? Now that's just trolling. All right. Okay. All right. All right. I got you. All right. Now you just troll. Because the thing about trolls, when you ask them, let me ban this fool. When you ask them, I wanted him to come on live. Trolls hide. They like to hide, and they hide behind their keyboards. So, I would have loved to talk to him live, but I know that would have been too powerful for him. Trolls, they most of them, not all of them. Some of them like the camera actually. But let me see. Somebody said, are your songs recorded under 432 hertz? Some of them, not all of them. Yeah, some of them, not all of them. Some of them are, not all of them. I'm gonna do a lot of 432 hertz music next year with specific intentions, meditational music, ambient music, things of that nature. So, yeah, I'm gonna get more in the 432 hertz bag next year. E Claybrook, I'm definitely gonna get more and more in, into that next year. Definitely gonna get more and more. Somebody said, listen to this. Somebody said, "Hey, I'm a troll, but using this information has changed my life, bro. I take it seriously." Hey, I mean, hey, thanks for the honesty. And that all the trolls, this information has changed your life. Why do you think they keep watching? Why would you watch something that you don't like? It's not that entertaining. The information ain't that entertaining. You resonate with this shit. You just don't know how to use it. What the trolls will say, what the ego will tell them, oh, this is just entertainment. No, it's not. It's more than entertainment. The trolls just don't know how to utilize this information. But a deep part of their soul tells them that this shit is real. So they keep watching. You think I'm going to keep watching something I don't like? I'm not going to keep watching something I don't like, something that don't resonate. There's 1,000 times more entertaining things on TV and on the internet than this right here. So it's all about figuring out how to make it work for you. And family, if you haven't figured out how to make it work for you, don't discourage other people from tapping into this information just because you don't know how to use it yet. And a lot of people do that. If they don't know how to use this information, they'll discourage other people from trying to use this information. So, misery loves company because they don't want nobody to tap into it because they don't know how to tap into it. A person with a scarcity mindset, poverty mindset, this limited mindset, they think everything is a scam. They think everything is oh, that's too good to be true. But I mean, at this point is in the life, if you don't know, like Nikola Tesla and them said, how real frequency, vibration, resonance, energy, all of that is by now. If you don't know the importance, they had a an experiment, very simple experiment. I wish I had my tuning forks with me. So they had a tuning fork here and a bowl you can't see my hand. They had a tuning fork and a bowl was next to the tuning fork. Then they had another tuning fork on the other side, and they would hit the tuning fork. And when they hit the tuning fork, the one tuning fork, the other tuning fork would stay still because it wasn't the same hertz or frequency as that tuning hertz. When they found it, when they got a tuning fork that was the same hertz as the other tuning fork, when they hit that one tuning fork, the other one vibrated and hit the ball at the same time because it vibrated. And you can't, I got this blue screen, so it's hard to show you my hands and stuff like that. But that's what happens in our body. When something resonates with us, we get this vibration inside and we feel it. And we haven't been taught thoroughly what intuition is. But intuition is like when you get goosebumps, or when you get that feeling that ooh, when you get that feeling, we don't know what that feeling is. But these trolls, and not even them, people get it and they don't understand what it is, but they know they felt it. It's like when you meet somebody and you resonate with them. You get a feeling that you can't describe with the human language, but it's there. It's the same principle as that tuning fork. You are a certain frequency. This person is a certain frequency. I hit this tuning fork, and because this tuning fork is the same frequency as this tuning fork, they both shake at the same time. So I'll give you an example. So when I met my girl in 2005, there's some people call it, we call it vibe in the hood. Yo, I feel a vibe, or I feel his vibe. That means we the same vibration. That means that them tuning forks, same frequency. But if you 532 and this person is 528, when they shake, you're not shaking. But if you're both 532, both of y'all shaking. So when I met my lady in 2005, it was an undescribable feeling. It was undescribable. But I knew inside, I felt that shaking. I felt them goosebumps, whatever it was, I felt that inside. And we have to be taught again that feeling inside, because that's our navigation to who we are. That shows us what our resonance feel is. So when we hear musicians, when we hear songs, we're like, oh, that resonate with you. You like it because inside you it makes you you know, you vibrate on that frequency. So this is why it's important, you know, even for the trolls or for whoever, because these are things that we have forgotten, that we have been lied about, and intuition and understanding what vibrates with us is the most important thing in this realm. I did a show with Billy and Rod Hayes about being an Earth Rover, this Earth suit being an Earth Rover. And one of the most important things about utilizing this Earth Rover in this realm is because we got to understand we're cut off from such a large percentage of light, of the light spectrum. I think we're at like 1% or something like that. All we have is faith. All we have is the belief in this invisible realm and this ability to feel, to experience five senses without the five senses. So when I feel something inside, I may not be able to feel it, or I may not be able to see it. My Earth rover may not be able to see it, but inside I know that I got that feeling. So tapping into your intuition should be of utmost importance in this realm, because it's how you navigate. How do we know where to go? I got a rover. If you put a rover on a planet, you got to know where to go. Okay, you got to know which way is up, down, left, right, you know. And we don't know how to navigate because we truly, especially men. Oh man, men have completely have been taught to abandon their intuition. You know, it's just a part of our society and our cult, which culture, our cult especially taught men to abandon their intuition. So it's something that we definitely got to tap into. You know, definitely got it. Yeah, Lester, somebody, yeah. Sir Osophos Joseph Millie. I think that's the brother that be calling. Yeah, that's the brother that be calling. Yeah, less than 1% of the light spectrum. So that's a hell of a game to play. You in a game where you can only see less than 1%. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if they shut your eyes and they only let you see 1% of you. They kept 1% of your eyes open, less than 1%. You'd be like, what kind of game is that? What kind of cruel game is that? We're so great. We're so amazing. We're so grand and opulent and regal and whatever word you could think of, that we're able to play that game, the less than 1% game, the vision less than 1% game, and still enjoy it and still somehow succeed. How you succeed in a game where you only could see less than 1%? You got to be a hell of an entity to participate in a game where they're going to tell you, okay, we're going to blindfold you and we're going to give you 0.5% of your vision. You're going to be like, what the you get into a fight and you like, what the? You're going to be like, what the? But that's how ill we are, family. And the confidence that you get from these shows is amazing. And the only way you don't appreciate it, family, is if you just don't know how to tap into it and it hurts you. You're angry about it. So you take it out on everybody. You take it out on the rest of the people, the speakers. But we are powerful. We playing in the game. Yeah, that shit crazy. Yeah. So yeah, that shit crazy. You agree to play a game, and they're like, okay, you can play this game, but I'm only gonna give you 0.5% of your vision. You like, whoa. That's how, and we still succeed at this game. We still built pyramids and did everything we did. But back in the day, we probably had more than 0.5% of the light spectrum availability back then, though. All right. We had to have a little more. God damn, we had to have a little more. Had to have a little more. I'm gonna get to a couple of questions from the back. Let me see. Let me get this other. How do you find balance with all the information that you gather from so many different teachers, especially when they contradict each other? Oh, that's such a good question, Jamie. This is the $1 million question. So y'all know a lot of the teachers contradict each other. I mean, I got so many teachers that come on here. One person say one thing on Monday, Tuesday this person say that, Wednesday this person say that, Thursday that person say that. The key is you have to understand that there's many paths to the light. So some individuals on this that I bring on my show, they may have products that don't particularly resonate with me, that I don't use personally, but I know I'm emotionally mature. And that's very important. And that's what a lot of us don't have. So when we don't agree with something, we act like little kids. We go back to that little kid, that kid that we was traumatized as a kid, and we go back to that age because we don't resonate or we don't agree with the information. There's things I don't agree with, but I know that it will help and benefit a lot of y'all out there. And whatever, just because it don't work for me, don't mean it won't work for you. Vice versa. Just because it don't work for you doesn't mean it won't work for me. There's things that work for me. We all have a unique energy signature, and we require unique energetic formulas. I'm spiritually mature enough, emotionally mature enough to understand that. I allow people to present things that I may not even use, but I feel as though it's coming from a pure place. It's coming with pure intention. And when something is coming with pure intention, I can let it rock. Whether you think, oh, that's a scam. No, 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 no. It's coming from pure. It may not work for me, but I'm getting the phone calls. I'm getting the emails. Yo, such and such, this working, that's working, this working, that's working. Oh my God, my life changed, da da da. And I'm like, oh, okay, shit. This how this work. There's many paths to the light. Yaki may resonate with some of y'all, his health stuff. KT the Arts degree may resonate with some of y'all. Dr. Sabi, Dr. Laili Africa, different blood types. They say different health regimens work for different blood types. Same thing goes for spiritual information. We all might come from different places in the cosmos, different galaxies, different constellations, and different spiritual information resonates with us. So this is why I have a plethora, and I'm so well grounded. A lot of people that exposing themselves to this much spiritual information could go crazy. And a lot of people that have, that's why a lot of people don't last long. That's why you notice a lot of people don't last long. They get involved in this. The spiritual information is some serious stuff to put your spirit into and your mind and your body into. And, exposing yourself to all of these different schools of thoughts, it could be wearing on your spirit, opening up your chakras and everything to this information. And if you're not well grounded, you're not going to last long. I'm like I told you before, I'm the forever God. I'm here forever. As long as I'm in this realm, I'm going to be teaching in one way or another. And I could be teaching. My questions are so great. I teach by asking questions. And a lot of people can't say that. I could listen the majority of my time and ask one question, and I could teach through that one question. And I could bring something out of individuals with that question. So I know what I'm doing, and I'm appreciative of my talent, and I'm grounded. So, and I'm confident in who I am. That's also something that's important. So I'm able to gather the information and let everybody do what they do because I'm confident in what I know, and I'm not intimidated. When people get intimidated, a lot of teachers get intimidated when somebody comes with information that might be better than theirs, and it scares them that they may have to restructure their thinking process. And when you spend years developing a thought process, developing a curriculum, developing a way of thinking and a culture and a mindset and a government, a government within your own mind, you don't want to change that. You don't want to change that. You want to keep that. So when somebody comes along that can threaten that, a lot of teachers, a lot of people in general, a lot of people in society, don't have to be teachers, they get intimidated by that. So the first thing they do is they insult, they belittle, they do whatever they got to do to that individual, and that's not a good way to go about it. That's not a good way to go about it at all. You should allow everybody to find their way, to figure out how this thing works, and to figure out what works for them. So yeah. So let's get Flex Hard on the phone. I see Flex Hard is in the back. Flex Hard, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, brother Rich, man? Hey, I appreciate you letting me on.
All
So
right.
basically, what I was saying is no disrespect, but what I was saying is I was just speaking for the people who actually watch the videos and they try to grab something out of it when they're in such a hard position in life. I didn't
Right.
really mean to bring up bills or anything like that, but
Right.
I was just speaking for the people like that. I'm at the truck stop in Louisiana. I'm from California, so it's kind of like bad service over here. But
Okay.
but basically, nah, no disrespecting them like that. I appreciate what you're doing. It is great content or whatever, but I wasn't trying to be a troll or nothing like that. I've been rocking with you since Sinetta days, man. So
That's a long time.
yes, yes, sir, yes, sir.
A long time. Indeed. Indeed. So let me ask you, do you what do you resonate with the most? What I mean, because some people like I give you an example. Since you mentioned Sonetta. Sonetta don't really like the content that I talk about. He's more of the Dr. Khalid Muhammad type. So let me ask you, what do you resonate with most? Like health, revolutionary, Moorish, spirituality. What do you resonate with the most?
Man, that's a good question. To be honest, there's so many religions and so many things out there. I really just try to just resonate with myself. I'm more lean more. I was brought up in a Baptist church, so I'm more on the Christian side. And then
He got his reception. He's outside right now. Mm. Yeah, I think his service was a little. I really appreciate the brother calling up. And you can see, oh man. Yeah, the brother's reception. Maybe the brother could call when he gets to another spot. So that's the brother that I was talking to earlier who made a comment. You can see how a person's spirit is better when they're on the phone or in person than sometime in the chat room. There's something about a chat room that we can easily start arguing. And that's why I usually don't I never respond to comments. Not I'm talking about like type comments, or if somebody say something and I never really type back. So many things can be misconstrued, misunderstood, because the chat and texting and all that, even when you text people, you can easily not understand where that person is coming from because you miss the context a lot of times. So it's much better to talk to a person in person. Okay, I think the brother's back. All right, peace. You back, brother?
hello.
Yeah. I can hear you.
Okay, my bad, man. I said the connection is bad. So
Right.
I was brought up in the Christian church, and then I kind of went to the more like black ancient type religious stuff, and then now I just kind of just do what I do, you know.
Right. No, definitely. So do you think when you hear things like when we talk about the law of attraction, when we talk about vibration and frequency, do you think it's legit or do you think it's fake? Do you think it's it got some realness to it? We're exaggerating. Like I'm trying to figure out like what do what do you think about when we deal with these topics such as vibration and you could attract certain things in your life? Like what's your thoughts on that?
I believe that's true. I believe it's very real, as well as affirmations. I believe all that is real because if you operating and on a high frequency and you speaking about what you want and you put it in your mind, you can definitely get it. You can definitely manifest it.
Right.
So I believe that's correct.
Right. So in terms of like when we talk about us being from another dimension in the cosmos, like do you think you're that great or do you think we're like, yeah, them niggas is bugging out? Like I'm just trying to see where you at with it. Because a lot of people be like, yo, y'all going too far with the information, whatever. Like I'm trying to see like where you think we at with it? Like how do you think, what do you think about that?
I mean, the dimensions and everything, that's kind of hard to grasp. Like I even took shrooms and stuff before. I used to smoke and do all that. And when you're under certain, you know, psychotropics, yeah, definitely, it's dimensions and all that stuff. But when you're I just feel like the dimensions and everything, that's kind of like wow, to be honest, man. You really gotta like, I guess you gotta really tap into that frequency to really feel like you're on a dimension. But there is other things that can put you in another dimension besides drugs or whatever. Like let's say music, because I make music too, and I know you make music. So when you feel that certain beat or whatever, it's a good feeling that brings you to a higher dimension. You can get a certain feeling like that, or even when some people eat some good food, that's it brings them to a certain feeling. So stuff like that. But as far as like, third dimension, I know we in third dimension or fourth dimension, fifth dimension. I
Yeah.
really don't know how to grasp that. Just me personally. Some people, they can do that, So maybe I just possibly need to do a little bit more grounding
Yeah.
or whatever it is. But it's kind of out there for me.
I hear you. You tapped in though, brother. You tapped in, man. You doing the shrooms and yeah, the way you talk, man. So yeah, I just keep doing what you're doing, brother. And I'm really glad you called in, man. I'm really glad you
Yeah,
called in, man.
yeah, because I didn't want to put that bad energy in the chat like that. Really, I was there early and I was just saying some like just wild stuff, waiting for you to come on and everything, and then you actually read it. So I'm like, dang, I gotta come over here and show them like, hey man, I'm not really like that, man. I
Yeah.
really appreciate what you're doing, and I don't want to put that bad negative energy out there because I do believe in that, and that is true. So yes, sir, appreciate you for having me on, man.
Hey, man, I swear I appreciate your maturity and calling, and it just lets you know how much things can be better once we get off the computer and we talk face to face, or if we talk, over the phone or whatever. I really appreciate it, brother. And you have a good night, my brother.
Appreciate you, bro. Rich, you too, man. Have a
Yes,
blessed one.
yes, sir. Peace.
All right. All right.
Shout out to that brother for calling in. Yeah, it's real good. And to be able to call in, you got to be on a certain frequency, and sometimes we just write things in the chat and stuff like that. But yeah, appreciate that brother for calling in. I'm gonna do a few calls and then I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna do a few calls, then I'm gonna get out of here. I was sticking around to see if the brother Billy, I didn't see him call me. Yeah, bro. Billy sleep, man. He in Egypt. I thought he said he would be able to make it, but I know Billy, he tried his best, and I know he just end up, it's like 4 or 5 in the morning over there. Let's get to a couple of calls. Let's see what's up the calls. We're gonna start with a sister, Danny Tarver. Danny, what's up, Danny?
Hey, brother Rich. I'm gonna
Hi.
pull over.
Okay. Can I what?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You good? You good to go?
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna pull over so you can actually see me and the family. Hey, y'all. I was doing Instacart, but I really appreciate you staying on and stuff. Cause I'm like, we love your company, brother Rich. We could talk to
Mhm.
you. You could teach us some stuff. So I just been in this moment of growth because I know that I've been like stagnant and things like that just within my spiritual development. I started meditating 10 minutes
Mhm.
a day just to get back into that
Oh, dope,
habit. Yeah,
dope.
and I do oracle readings for myself every morning. So today was grounding. The last person was talking about grounding. It was another one that was we just gonna stick with grounding, so I don't want to be taking too much time. But
Hmm.
I think that so last night I was going to sleep. I was a little high, whatever, but it's okay. I was going to sleep, and I just felt like I was right before I went to sleep. I journaled, and I'm getting back into journaling because I do think that journaling does allow us to decompress from our thoughts and
Hmm.
everything. And then when you reread it, most people journal. I don't know, but I used to journal and not read it. But now
Hmm.
I journal and I actually read what I wrote, and I can actually see a pattern in my thoughts and stuff. And as I was writing and I reread it, I noticed that I was downplaying myself. So I'm like, I gotta get out of this frequency. The solar
Hmm.
eclipse is tomorrow, new
Hmm.
moon is tomorrow and stuff. But I think that once I went to bed, and I always write to my creator, my higher self, and my ancestors. And I was going to sleep. And as I was going to sleep, I was just feeling like I would say it was like another dimension, Brother Rich. Like, I don't know,
Wow.
maybe you could explain what I was experiencing if you can. But I was like, I just didn't feel like me. And it's a bug on my windshield. it's all attracted to me and stuff. Anyways, no, for real, it's flying all over my windshield. But anyways, I've had this feeling of like just me lifting up, like an outer body experience. It felt like I was like in another dimension, but I
Mm,
knew that I was in my bed in my
mm,
room, but I
mm,
just felt as if I was somewhere else, and I
mm,
felt as if my higher self was like taking control. and
mm.
and the thought came to me too, this is the thought that came to me. This is your higher self taking control. And when I listened to the thought, it kind of shook me up. So I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for that right now. But
Wow.
definitely want to connect with my higher self. Like I want I want to operate out of my higher self instead of my ego, and I think that I'm on the cusp of breaking through
Mm,
that boundary.
mm.
But yeah, I don't know if you got any thoughts on that or not. And then I did put a question in the chat before you decided to do a Q&A, like, do you think our, which it's a rhetorical question, but it's a question I'm gonna ask. Do you think our souls or our spirits exist on another dimension? In my heart, in my intuition, it says yes. But I think that also we could exist on many dimensions and things like that.
Mm.
Yes, I don't know what's your thoughts on that, but you could feel free to share if you have any thoughts.
Yeah, well, just to start with the last question, sis. Yeah, our souls definitely exist on another dimension, hence the term multidimensional. In fact, Danny, we're not even here. This is a this is just a projection. This is just a holographic projection. We're not really here. This is just a holographic projection. This is
Right.
why in ancient Egypt they had the negative confessions. And you'd be like, why would they say all these negative things? Because the soul was like, I am not this, I am not that. Let me pull, hold on. Let me pull something up real quick for y'all.
Uh,
Uh to show y'all. Hold up, y'all.
Excuse me. And then while you pulling that up, when you was talking about it's a vibe, like in the hood, we say it's a vibe. I'm from Oakland, and yeah, it's true.
Okay,
Like when
fine.
I met my boyfriend, we FaceTimed each other, and we looked at each other like right when we
Yeah,
answered the
yeah.
FaceTime call, and it was like a frequency
It's
that
about yeah.
it was crazy. Then we just started laughing at each other, like, "Well, we about to have a stare off or something."
No, it did has be like that. And I was gonna pull something up, but I ain't gonna pull it up because it's like a long story they got on on the website. And I don't want to waste
Okay.
time. But yeah, the vibes and resonance frequency, that shit is like real. And when you meet somebody, not just when you meet somebody, or if you have a certain purpose, or if you're supposed to do something, you get the same feeling inside. Like you just get that, and we don't know what that feeling is, a lot of us. So we get the feeling and we'll just brush it off. We just ignore it because we've been taught to ignore that feeling, but that feeling is important. And that feeling teaches you, Danny, who to find, what to be in life, when to go somewhere, when not to go somewhere, what food to eat. Like Rod Hayes talked about intuitional eating. I think that was the term he used. Intuitive
Mm-hmm.
eating was the term he used. And some things don't resonate with our bodies. Everything in this life is based on your intuition, and we like completely abandon it. So I'm
Yeah.
glad that you was able to pick that up with your dude, Danny, and just to try to apply that with everything else in life. But like I said, in terms of we're multi-dimensional. We're not even really here. We're our souls is definitely in another dimension, pulling the strings down here. And one other thing I want to say before I get to the next caller, Danny, is the other thing that you was asking. There's a dude that I want everybody tonight to look up. He got very
Mm-hmm.
good, interesting information. It's a white dude. His name is Bruce Goldberg. All
Okay.
right, so I want everybody. I'm gonna type his name in the chat. I want everybody to look up Bruce Goldberg. And it's a white dude. He got real good information, interesting. Not saying I agree with everything he says, but definitely he's definitely worth looking into, and he'll definitely answer a lot of your questions, Danny. But I appreciate you calling in, Danny.
Can I give you a testimony to what you were talking about
Oh,
intuitive eating real
oh,
quick?
please do.
All right, so I put myself in this box back in
Mhm.
2016. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm a vegetarian," like
Oh man.
proud, right? And yeah, I put myself in the box, and like this year, I don't know why, earlier in March, I'd never had like, only seafood I had was really like crab, lobster, and shrimp. So I didn't care for it. But I don't know, I was craving salmon. I was craving like salmon. So I tried it and it was good. I even looked up little blogs to see like how to get back into eating meat. And I tried it and it was good and it worked for me. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna be a little tough. I'm gonna try some chicken again. And man,
Uh-oh.
my body threw that thing up within less than 4 hours. My body said, what? And I was
Yeah,
like having like anxiety, like I was
yeah,
panicking. I had to pull over to get rid of it. It was crazy, but intuitive eating is very, very
yeah.
I
Important.
would just say very, very true. That's very, very true. Because there's certain things that I'm just like, nah. And then there's certain things that I'll eat, and then
Mhm.
come to find out, like I actually needed that for
Mm,
whatever fast that I'm coming off of or something like that. But I
mhm,
really appreciate the work you do, the purpose that you bring to this plane of existence,
mhm.
and as far as Billy Carson not being here, it's all about divine timing. So just want to say
Indeed, indeed. When we finally do have that talk on dreams, it's gonna be awesome, Danny.
it's gonna be a blast.
Indeed. You got your ticket to God Power Part Two?
I'm getting that next week.
You
Wait,
got it, Danny. You got it.
when is the date again?
October 29th.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it next week because bills came up, so that's why I'm doing Instacart right now so I could get it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
definitely.
it works. So I definitely went to the God Power one, and it's like a stack of these on
Oh, dope. That's dope, man. Listen, I
all
always appreciate when you call, Danny.
right,
All right, take it.
you
Peace.
too.
Shout out to that sister there, Danny Tarver. She's always checking in. All right. All right. What's up with y'all in the chat? Oh man. Yeah, yeah, but when me and Billy finally do have this talk on dreams, it's gonna be absolutely awesome. It's gonna be amazing. So, I don't want to go too much into it tonight, but that's what I did say y'all to check out the dude, Bruce Goldberg. Got some real good information. I was checking out some of his information recently, and there's a lot of people that talk about dreams, but some of the more recent stuff that I've been checking out on dreams. Let me get to my brother. Hey Rue. Hey Rue, man, what's going on, man?
What up, dude? What's going on, bro?
hey, hey, I'm chilling, man. What's on your mind tonight, my brother?
So I know we was on the show with Dr. B
Doctor.
a couple days ago.
Yeah.
It was a question that I originally wanted to ask him, but I know if I would have asked him this question, it probably would have went longer. And I'm still trying to learn how to snap the fingers.
Oh,
I ain't
I
got
hear you.
there yet.
Hey.
And it's been in my mind to like kind of lean a little bit more to my right side. So I've been
Uh,
leaning to the right.
yeah.
But I do want to ask you a personal question
Yeah.
about the God power. What did it do for you emotionally, spiritually, physically, and mentally?
I would say that the whole concept within itself of blueprint for God power, it definitely teaches me more and more to the whole concept of let go and let God. The ego is here to be a witness. And we get information that teaches us that, but sometimes something comes along that just nails it, that nails it in for us, and it makes it concrete. I think this one right here made it concrete for me that um the ego is here to be a witness, and it's here to experience, and it's here to be an observer. And a lot of time we let the ego run the show. We think the ego's in charge. I think my ego's doing this right now. This is God power doing this. A person will say, "Oh, that's the body. That is the body. That's not. That's the body." This is all God power do. Whatever I do, it's all God power. There's no limitation to my God power. The ego is here in third person as a witness to witness and experience all of this, and my ego has learned to take even more of a backseat since I've experienced the God power, and since I came up with the whole concept of God power. The exercises that Dr. B taught us, that has taught me to about relaxation and being in the moment and being present. Sometimes I could get a little anxious in the past in terms of Let's say if I know I got a show coming up and I don't have a certain amount of questions, or I know I'm supposed to do a show and I haven't found a speaker yet, or if I know I'm supposed to do something and I haven't done it yet, a little anxiety could kick in, and I'm like, I got to get it done. I'm always this perfectionist. I got to get it done. I got to get it done. Now I'm more in a chill vibe where my nervous system is in a better condition, whereas things are going to get done when they need to be get done, and when they do get done, it's going to be done on a high level. So I'm enjoying the journey more. That's another thing. A lot of us is in a rush for the results. I absolutely love the results, but in terms of God power, I'm understanding the purpose of this God experience, hey Ru, and God wants to experience the journey more than we think. He wants to experience that journey a lot, because there was a homeless man that said the destination is fleeting. Once you achieve something, then you're going to have something else you want to achieve. Then there's going to be something else. Then there's going to be something after that. Then there's always going to be something. So you could live a life never being fulfilled because you always got a different goal, different goal, different goal, different goal, different goal. But when you just simply enjoy the journey, you're in a perpetual state of joy. And I'm simply enjoying the journey because I know that the journey, hey, Ru, is going to make the victory that much sweeter. So after this God Power workshop happens, right, and it's successful, I'm going to think about Billy oversleeping tonight. And that was part of the journey. So there's no need for me to be mad tonight, because what you once was angry about 5 years later makes you happy and makes you smile and make you laugh. So why wait 5 years? Why wait a year later to smile and laugh about something? I might as well smile and laugh about it now. Oh shit, Billy fell asleep, y'all. That nigga crazy. Why should I do that a year from now? Why can't I do it now? I'm gonna do that right now and take control over the whole situation. So it's just so many things, Danny. But I mean, Dan, that's the last sister that called. But hey, Ru, but that's a couple of things that helped me to tap in with. Well, let me ask you, hey, Ru, what do you think is the main thing? What's the main thing you got from part one? Because we got financial advice. There was a lot. What do you think?
But you know, it's crazy that I still have it up on my computer. It's never came down since that day.
Since January. Since
January. So yeah, even when I restarted, I put it on sleep. I never shut down the computer. So the most important thing, well, actually, it was like 3 factors in it, but the most important thing for me personally what really changed my life was the book that Dr. B recommended called The Four Agreements. Ooh. I recommend everybody read that book. Yeah. Like that, I feel like if you ever want to start or you in the middle of self-development, that's one of the books to go to.
Indeed.
And I applied it to my life. I feel like it's one thing having the knowledge, but what's the use of knowledge if you're not applying to your everyday life? Like you just having it, you like a computer that's on sleep mode, wake it up and put it to work. So I think that was like a main thing, but the biggest thing was learning about hypnotic rhythm, which I got from Outwitting the Devil. Like learning how to change who you are in a different your consciousness, but you're still the same person, like physically, but you're somebody else mentally, spiritually. And my original question to Dr. B, I didn't get it off to him to say this, but let me ask you this and see what you think about this question.
Right.
So when I went through my transition or the next level of my consciousness, it was a lot of things that I let go, and it was a lot of new things that I attained. But the things that I let go was detachment, like emotionally. When it comes to dating, now, like I love women. Like I love women more than lesbians love women. I'm just gonna get that straight. Let's get that out there. Let's get that out there. I love them to death. Like I feel like I can't live my life without women.
Yeah.
But like everything is good, but there's no emotional connection there for me. And I think that was one of the things that I unconsciously let go, because I remember at a point in time I was always emotionally there, like super fast, because I'm a Cancer. So we like real emotional real fast. So that was an aspect of me that I was working on, but I didn't know I was gonna get rid of. So what I wanted to ask Dr. B was, how do I control what I can give up and what I can't give up consciously? What do you think about that?
I mean, you feel as though you don't have self-control with women. Is that what it's coming down to? Like in terms of being with one woman, or like I don't know if you like
No, one woman is enough because like dealing with one woman is like dealing with a village. You deal with like
yeah.
multiple of them, it's like dealing with like cities and stuff. So like one woman is enough. Hey,
They,
I'm past 30, bro.
yeah.
So like one is enough. I can only deal with one personality because one personality with a female is like dealing with like 5 or 6 of them. You just
They a
don't know.
lot. They a lot, ain't they? They a lot, ain't they? Oh my
So I'd
goodness.
rather just have one. I don't know how the men can have multiple wives. Like that's good for y'all. Kudos to y'all, but nah, I'm good. I did that in my 20s. It was fun, but it ain't fun no more. You get older, you look at things differently. But as far as the self control part, that's actually one of the things that I do practice because I do the psoas stretch every morning. Like
Mhm.
that's the first thing I do when I'm listening to my sacred prayers. I do that psoas stretch and I do my push ups and stuff to like get my day started.
Yeah.
So I remember it was a lady that I was talking to, and we had a conversation. She was spiritual too. I actually met her through here
Right.
when I first came on your show when you was having that dating show thing going on or whatever. And she kind of like checked me. She kind of like made me think about something. I was like, I think that I'm not ready to date right now because I don't have there's a detachment going on with me when it comes to that intimacy. And when I went through my change through the consciousness, like I let that go, that emotional attachment go. But I want it back. I need to get it back because I feel like it's not fair to treat women like that or people like that for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I feel like I attract good women in my life. Like I can't speak for everybody else. Well, all these people talking about these women act like this, act like that. I don't experience that. So, because that's not what my mind and my vibration is at. But it's just the simple
Mm-hmm.
fact that it just be a certain part where I just can't get past, and I want to get past it. So hopefully, when the God Power 2 come about, Dr. B can talk a little bit more about how to tap into that type of aspect of that conscious alignment with your hypnotic rhythm and stuff, for learning how to let go of something and live in the moment of which you want to be. Because even Neville Goddard talks about that, live in the desired moment as if it's already happening. Had that
Yeah.
feeling.
Yes.
So yeah, that's something that I really need to work on for real.
What part in particular you think you can't get past in a relationship? Like you said, a certain part. What part you think in particular?
It's like because the self, like I want to love somebody as much as I love myself, and I've never loved
Mhm.
myself as much as I do to this day. And
That's
that
great.
all came from God power. So that
Excellent.
really like helped boost my confidence up. Like
Yeah.
even when I listen to Professor Kaba, he talks about you look in the mirror and you tell yourself you love you and mean it
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's like okay, but sometimes I feel like some people don't deserve it, and it'd be kind of hard to like it'd be kind of hard to like feel sorry to people that deserve it and don't deserve it. So I guess it'd be like a little shutdown mode for me a little bit
Yeah.
because I'm like. I don't know. And I said, well, maybe I probably got a little bit more growing to do before I actually want to get to that
Let me,
point because,
let me
you
ask you:
know,
have you ever been hurt by a woman before?
man, listen, if I told you this, the shit that I went through last year, you'd be like, damn, nigga, what's wrong with you?
Oh,
Like,
man.
I really don't like dwelling on the past because it is what it is. And,
Yeah.
I've got past that. But it's always a reminder of where I came from to where I am now. And I'm always appreciative of that. And that's why I like watching your show so much because it's so much stuff that I learned from a lot of different people. And it's like, it's really helped me. It helped cultivate the man that I am to this day, the guy that I've become or always have been. Like, I never
Mm,
felt like I lost myself. I'm reminding myself of who I am. People say,
mm,
don't lose yourself. I reminded myself who I am.
mm, mm.
So I think once I want to say I'm gonna get the God Power 2 see if it'd be the part can help me with that particular aspect of my life, and then
Mm,
I get back into like trying to take dating serious because I really feel bad. You know, these women really do be liking me, and I be liking them too, but the emotional connection don't be with them like it is with me.
mm.
So I definitely got to get better at that. I really do, and I think once I get past that part, and I think I'll be good.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that you know the first step to any of this is honesty, and the fact that you're honest and being transparent. That says a lot. Hey, Rue, that says a whole lot, brother. And I think you should commend yourself on that because a lot of us, you know, a lot of the majority of humanity, we're not even honest about what the issue is. Therefore, we can never address the issue. So the fact that you're honest, it says a lot and it speaks volume. And I think that it's only a matter of time until you figure out about how to go into tap into this emotional connection that you're looking for. With me personally, hey Ru, I was just talking to the sister Danny. I feel as though intuition and is everything. And I think that when the right sister comes around, your spidey senses will go off. The only thing I ask you, hey Ru, and maybe it's not your fault right now, maybe your spidey senses just ain't go off. No, but the key is recognizing when our spidey senses go off. And I feel as though if you know how to recognize when your spidey senses go off, and if your spidey senses go off, the only thing I ask you, brother, is to be vulnerable. Be vulnerable when it does go up. Now, I'm not saying be vulnerable because a chick got a fat ass or because 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 she eats healthy or because all this intellectual shit she knows how to talk good. No, I'm talking about none of that. I'm talking about when your spidey senses go off. When they go off, I ask you to be vulnerable at that moment, hey, Rue, with that sister, and just give it a try. You ain't got nothing else to lose. When you sense when it goes off, that them spidey, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
that feeling,
That
yeah, that
feeling when that
shit.
goes off in that moment, and it may be with a woman you never expected, but when it goes off, my only advice to you, my brother, is just let that shit ride. Just go full throttle. Be vulnerable in that moment. Then and only then, never before, never after, but then and only then, when them senses go off, be vulnerable, my brother. That's the best advice I could give you, brother. Because if you do that, your ego's not there, and you just your higher self is taking over. Because your higher self already told you, son, the fact that your spidey senses went off, brother. That shit is everything, man. I'm telling you, I know this shit. And I'm not saying that relationship isn't going to last forever, but what I'm telling you is that if your spidey senses go off, then it was something in that relationship that you're supposed to experience, whether it's 5 years, 10 years, 3 years, but it's an experience you're supposed to have with that individuals and all this shit. Every relationship don't last a lifetime, but it might be something you want to experience with that individual, my brother.
You know, it's funny you said that. It's so funny you said that. You know, um, I started my spiritual journey back in 2017.
Uh-huh.
My coworker was the one who introduced me to it. You know, me being Christian minded, I wasn't trying to hear that. He was like, "What if I told you Jesus wasn't real?" I was like, "Bro, I can't talk to you." I was like, "I can't talk to you." So then it's so funny how the universe works because that same night, something that came up on my Facebook feed about the origins of Hey Ru and Jesus all meaning the same thing. That's
Yeah.
where I got the word Hey Ru from because that was something that resonated with me when I started studying African or Kemet and ancient Egypt knowledge and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. So the relationship that I was in, it was a 3.5 year relationship. It had its good and bad moments, but it was a epiphany that I had like back in February. Was like, you know, maybe what I went through, and I told my father this, I said, maybe I had to go through what I went through with her to get to where I am now
Mm.
because at one point in time I did fall off. Like I had a theory like I want to be 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the matrix. I want to learn how to navigate in between both because it's hard. It's a hard thing to do because you
Mm.
can be spiritual and all that, but you still got to live in this realm and
Yeah,
you still
yeah,
got to
yeah.
abide by the rules. So it's
Mhm.
kind of like you got to learn how to, you know, mingle with the agents, what we call them, the agents, or you know, the NPCs, whatever you want to call them, and you got to learn how to still be your true self. So I always thought like, you know, I think that was a learning experience for me to like, okay, you got to restart now. Like you fell off your path. It's time to get back on that path.
Mhm.
So And it's funny how when you ask for things, they come to you. And I asked, like, I need help. Like, somebody help me. So my coworker, he told me about your show, like back in 2018. He was
Right.
like, "Oh yeah, I was listening to Brother Rich show. You know, he had blue pill and red pill on there. I didn't know who none of these people were. Like, I'm new in the gang. I don't know nothing about this kind of stuff. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
nothing about nobody. I just knew who Dr. CB was.
Yeah.
That was about as far as it went. So then something told me like, look for Brother Rich Pot stuff on YouTube. So I'm typing in Bro Rich, and then Black Magic came up. And the very first video that I saw was with you and Dr. B Series, the Mycelium Network. That
Wow.
that was the very first video I saw. That was
Wow.
last year June. I'd never forget that. That was the start of the change for everything.
Wow. Hell of an introduction for you. That was a powerful show.
Yeah,
Wow.
I watched that show like a week straight because it was like almost 3 hours.
Yeah, it was
It,
long. Yeah.
yeah, it was long. So I watched it because I didn't understand, like, that quantum physics stuff was new to me back then. I didn't get into that. I was still like in the baby stuff of spirituality. I'm still like meditation and all that other stuff, and silence and all that. And I heard about quantum mechanics and quantum physics and Dr. Phil Valentine talking about. I'm like, dang, this some next level shit. I gotta catch up. It's
Yeah.
like I gotta catch up.
Oh yeah.
So I say all
Yeah.
that to say, like, it's always great to be around and talk to people who are on the same vibration and frequency as you, so you can learn to
Mm.
elevate yourself. And that's why I'm grateful that I found your show. And I really got to give props to my coworker, because if it wasn't for him, ain't no telling where I would have been. So I just want
Yeah.
to say thank you. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for having all these amazing mentors and speakers on your show, and all your supporters on there. I can't read the chat, so I don't know what they saying, but I appreciate all y'all and all the comments y'all be saying too.
Yeah. Hey.
So
Definitely, I'm definitely the dating show is still in the works. I just got overwhelmed with certain things this year with the music and everything, and workshops and stuff like that. But I'm definitely gonna keep you in mind, brother. You and the sister that you was on the live with that time. I got her contact information.
Chris,
So
yeah,
yeah,
Chris,
yeah, cool sister, real cool sister. So yeah, I got your contact info, man. But I always appreciate when you calling. Hey, Rue. All right.
All right, man. You have a good night.
All right, take care, brother. Peace. All right. Shout out to my brother right there. He always calling in. Let's get a sister. Let's get a sending infinite goddess. You there? You did it, Queen?
I'm here trying not to fall asleep with this baby.
Oh
Can
man.
you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. What's
Yeah,
going on?
sorry,
What's on
no
your mind?
video. He likes to try to get on camera. I'm trying to put him down.
Okay.
Is that a Hugo Boss sweater? You looking clean tonight, Brother Rich?
Oh, yeah. That's the boss. Yeah. I finally, I got a little shape up haircut. So I said, no hat
Yeah,
tonight. No hat tonight.
yeah, the stuff out. I like it. I like
No.
it. So tonight, I wanted to ask you, well, I guess kind of like Hiru, I wanted to ask you a question, a personal question.
Yes.
Um, we have the new moon tomorrow, and we have the solar eclipse
Yeah.
where the moon goes between the earth and the sun, so it's causing a shadow. So I wanted to ask you, because you're so powerful, you stepped into your own, right? You have your God power. What are some things that you've had to overcome? What are some shadow things or some inner turmoils that you had to overcome to recognize, your own power?
Fear. One of the things is fear. Um, I remember I'm giving an example, and I'm glad you asked this. I have a specific example to give you. I've always had so many great ideas, real great ideas, and I've been a little scared. When I was younger, sometimes I would be scared to express them out of fear of failure. So I remember one time, a lot of people who follow my journey, a lot of people know I learned under Sarnetta, and he was the first person with the camera in New York City running around, and I sort of observed him and I studied him, and that's how I learned a lot about the camera and got introduced with a lot of people. So I remember one time he was having a lecture, and I was like, yo, Sarnetta, I was like, yo, you should do this, and then you got to do this, and then you got to do that, and then you got to do that. He was like, yo, he said, that's a good idea, brother. He said, yo, those are good ideas. He was like, let me ask you this. He said, why you don't do something, man? why you don't come up with ideas for yourself, man? If you giving me these ideas, and I didn't take it as an insult. Some people may take it as an insult, and I was just like, oh, soon enough, soon enough. And when I hung up the phone with him, I was like, yo, he's right. I'm like, the only reason why I haven't implemented these ideas of my own, and I'm probably like 25 at the time. I'm in my mid 20s, but I'm scared to do a lecture and invite 1,000 people there, because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, what if this go wrong? What if that go wrong? What if this go wrong? You're thinking about all the possibilities. And when he said that, I'm like, damn, the brother's right. I got these good ideas and I'm telling other people these ideas, but I'm scared to implement them for myself. So I remember after having that talk with him, just thinking to myself, and when I finally did my first lecture and just started to do things that I was fearful of, I'm thinking to myself that, like 50 Cent had the mentality, get rich or die trying. I'm like, yo, there's nothing else to do in this realm besides go after your dreams. What the fuck am I going to do if I don't go after my dreams? I'm still going to be in a state of fear or a state of this or something. There's always going to be something to worry about.
Mhm.
So why not try to be who I am and worry about that. Have good stress, because either way, stress is going to hit your ass either way. Some form of stress. It's a natural form of life. So why not
Yeah.
have good stress? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have some type of good stress, worry about paying taxes or some shit that you know
Right.
what I'm saying. So
Right.
when I finally when I finally did this first lecture, Infinite Goddess, and it was a huge success, I was like, that's what it's all about. It's just about facing that fear, facing that voice inside of you that's telling you, what about this? What about that? And conquering it. It's not about not being fearful, because we're all gonna have fear, but it's about
Right.
facing the fear. You're gonna have the fear. It's
Yep.
gonna come. It's gonna come. But are you going to face that motherfucker? So when I face it, I find out that, oh, the fear is just guiding me in the right, whatever you're fearful of, it's guiding you in the right direction. It's a GPS. It was just showing me what I'm going to, the thing I'm most fearful of is what I'm going to be most successful at. That was
Yes.
just showing me, oh, that's where you're gonna be successful. That's why the ego's so scared, because it seems so scary to the ego. The ego's like, are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, nigga, I'm sure. I'm positive I want to do this. So once I got over that hump, it was just like sky's the limit for me. But I had to get over that hump. And yeah, so that's the answer that to your
It was
question.
on and popping.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, it was on the poppy from that point. Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Facing
Okay.
my
I
fear.
like that. Thank you. And I'm sure that's helpful to a lot of people because that's something I had to conquer too. I was afraid. I was like, who's going to hear me? Who's going to see me? But I stepped out in that. So I
Now, now, now,
appreciate
now
you.
what do you do? Because I remember when I think you called in with Dr. Phil Valentine, and you called several times. You always got a wonderful energy about you. What do you speak? You do reading? What do you do, sis?
So I am multidimensional. I'm an angel oracle reader. So I read cards, but I use oracle cards.
Okay.
And when I provide my readings, I tap in with your spirit team. I specifically connect with the other individual's higher self, and my higher self. Of course, we join. And I invite angels, ancestors, whoever it is that wants to step forward and provide information in any aspect of your life. I also do that with mental healing sessions, which is similar to therapy. But of course, we get down to the nitty gritty. So instead of just saying you have mommy issues or daddy issues, right, we may see that you need to do meditation, or we may do visualizations to write childhood traumas to overwrite some of that, journaling aspects, things like that. Um, I recently also started doing ancestor readings where I'm connecting with your ancestors in specific to help rewrite some of the traumas that you may have stored in your body. And I'm also branching out into motivational speaking because I realized in another life of mine that you can talk to somebody, you can give them the tools, you can do everything with it, and they may look good on the on the forefront, but if they're not motivated within themselves,
Right.
then they're not going to do anything with it.
Mm.
So I like to say I'm a facilitator of energy. I just facilitate that. I'm just a vessel to help you get to where it is that you need to be.
That's excellent. That's excellent. I definitely want to hear more about that. You got a YouTube channel that you
I do. I have a YouTube channel by the same name, Ascending Infinite Goddess. I just hit 1.5K. Thank you, everybody.
dope,
Appreciate y'all.
dope, dope,
And
dope.
I also have a website, the same name, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.
So what if I get a call on here? Do you think you would be able to do something real quick to demonstrate to the people what it
I
is that
sure
you do?
can.
All right, let's get some money on here. Let's see. We doing this in real time, family,
Listen,
unrehearsed,
let's go. Let me get my
unrehearsed.
husband so he can come sit with his baby.
Okay, okay. Think I'm gonna get my boy Dean because Dean just called in the other day and Dean was saying a lot of things. Dean, I see you in the background. I think I'm gonna get. Let's put Dean on here. Dean, you been hearing what's going on?
Yeah, I've been hearing. I've been hearing. I was like, as soon as you said that, I was like, he gonna pick me.
You do, Dean. You do. You do.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you for the other night.
yeah.
I'm just gonna be straight up with you.
Yes,
My
sir.
flow wasn't where it needed to be,
It's
and
all good.
I
It's all
couldn't
good.
get it out. But whatever I did, I got exactly what I needed to hear, and that was a powerful, beautiful part of what happened. But yeah, thank you again.
Indeed. Yeah. I mean, that was like I tell you from this your vibe, you got a great vibe about you, my brother.
Thank you.
So I know you're gonna figure it out. I
Of
know
course,
if
of
there's
course.
one thing I could pick up on you about your energy, you're gonna figure this shit out.
Phew,
And because
trust me.
I could tell how you go about things, you're gonna figure this
Yeah.
shit out. So I don't think you gotta worry about
I'm not doubting myself. And I
yeah,
think that was the fear of doubting myself. I said, fuck it, you're not doubting yourself. You that
yeah,
one, that's you can't have people up here like Dr. B and people looking at you and be like, hello, do you see what I see?
right.
So I gotta be like, I question myself because I'm like, really? Do you really are you because I look at synchronicities and I also study. And then I look back at this information and how it resonates with me. And some
Right.
things where I'm like, this is what you're really going through.
Mm,
And a bit of me questions it. And I think that was the delay was having is questioning myself. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. Trust
wow.
your intuition, believe in
Yeah.
yourself, and stop worrying about how it's going to be done. And sometimes you got to trust that it's going to get done, especially when you're
Okay.
putting action behind it, right?
Indeed. Indeed. No
Hmm.
facts. Facts. Ascending infinite goddess, are you there?
I am here.
Okay. So
I'm just writing.
we got my brother Dean on here.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi, Dean.
I
Okay.
seen you at the Forbidden Conscious Awards.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I seen you. Thank you. Oh man, that
Yes.
was
Yes.
awesome.
So Dean expressed some things to me and Dr. B a couple of days ago about some things he was going through. And based upon what you told me, what you do with Senate Infinite Goddess, I just want to have a live demonstration and maybe we all could learn something from this energetic exchange between yourself and Dean. Not none too long, Infinite Goddess, but a little 10-minute read breakdown on what the brother Dean is going through and what you see and what you see go coming up. And yeah, I'm gonna let y'all talk. Let's go. Let's see what's going on.
Uh,
And this is what it's about, family. Hold up. This is what it's about. I got all these speakers on here, right? But I got so many
mhm.
amazing people that call in. Dean got an amazing energy. Ascendant Infinite Goddess got an amazing energy. We're connecting. And this is what this information is about. This is what this channel is about.
Hmm.
So with that being said, let's do about a 10-minute reading breakdown. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna let you go ahead, Ascendant. Do your thing.
I got you. All right.
Sure.
So, Dean, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Do you want to ask me a direct question or do you want me just to get general guidance?
Just get general guidance.
Okay. All right. I call here and now to the sacred space, the benevolent, energetic, spiritual team of beings. I invite all benevolent, energetic beings to step forward at this time, and I ask that you encompass Dean and I in a special bubble of light, allowing this space to be safe and sacred. Do not allow any unwanted energies to enter here into this space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is, and so it shall be. Okay, they keep saying money, so they want to give you a money message. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Goddess of sacred power, you're being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. Angel of soul love, time to look at how you value yourself, issues of self love. God of spiritual healing, an aspect of you or a situation in your life is in need of healing. An angel of families, the angels surround both you and your family at the moment. Okay, so how you manage your money is
Hmm.
what I'm getting from this. How you manage your money, you got to be a little bit more confident
Okay.
in how you do so. Take control over it. Don't
Okay.
allow, I'm sorry, I'm so dark.
Hmm.
Don't
No, no.
allow certain outside influences,
Hmm.
certain people as well
Hmm.
to cause you to go against like what you feel you should be doing with your money. Okay.
Okay.
You
Hmm.
have to use that power that you have in your belly is right
Okay.
around your solar plexus
Hmm.
in connection with that. So it's in the right below your breastplate, right?
Yep.
So if you
That's
get that burning
the solar
feeling
chakra.
sometimes,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yep.
if you
Yeah.
get like that burning feeling there sometimes when you're
Hmm.
going against what you know you're supposed to be doing, you
Hmm.
need to stop doing that because you're causing
Gotcha.
yourself harm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Like quite
Okay.
literally, it could be like an ulcer or something you're getting, or you could have stomach issues with
Yep.
digestion. And it's
Hmm.
all coming from this stress of dealing with the money because you're going against the grain.
Okay.
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 So stand in your power. You'll be fine if you're more
Okay.
confident. And it's okay for you to say no. But the
Okay.
issues you're having, why you kind of go waver and go back and forth is
Hmm.
because you feel this obligation to your family or you saw this lineage growing up. So your parents or grandparents, like you saw how they dealt with money or how you
Hmm.
dealt with things. And you're like, I have to stand strong. You know, I have to be the provider. I have to
Yeah.
protect my family. I have to do this. And
For
it's
sure.
putting you at odds with yourself. Okay.
Hmm.
So to help you manage your money in a more realistic or ideal way, how you can be in your confidence and how you can see your money magnified. Okay.
Hmm.
Because this goddess of sacred power, you can't see
Hmm.
it, but it's giving me gold. It's giving me like wealth, like it's coming
Okay.
through for you.
Hmm.
But you have to allow yourself to heal from these obligations of, I have to do this for you because,
Okay.
or I have to give you this because.
Hmm.
Is that
Hmm.
making sense? What I'm
That
saying?
makes total sense. That makes
Okay.
total sense.
You have to stop doing that because it's so easy for you to go that route because you have
Hmm.
issues with self-love, right? Of
Hmm.
soul love.
Hmm.
This is at a soul level. It's
Hmm.
not, is not something in this lifetime only. It's like you've
Yeah.
carried it in your soul, right?
Yeah.
Through that lineage, through
Yep.
other
Yep.
lifetimes, through those
Yep.
bloodlines. So work on self-reliance. One,
Yep.
do some solar plexus work, do some breathing, deep
Yep.
breathing.
Yep.
So breathing in through your nose, a full cycle, pushing that breath down into your belly so you can help that burning sensation that you
Yep.
have, let it oxygenate, and then exhale for as long as it may take.
Okay.
Okay. That will help you. And then when you want to say no, say no. It's
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
No one can hurt you. No one, I mean, you look like you're pretty fit. No one can fight you. Like no one's gonna whoop you, right? So don't let those things stop you or
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
or
No. No. For sure. For sure.
right. Just keep pursuing that. Trust
Yeah.
in yourself. Believe in yourself, and then
Yep.
know that your family will be okay. The
Yep.
angels of family showing up in regard to the money issue
Hmm.
whoever it is that you feel obligated that you have to take care of or that you have to keep lending out or doing to,
Yeah,
they will be okay. They're
for
protected.
sure.
They're fine. They're going to come out on the upside always.
Hmm.
But if you
Hmm.
keep stepping in and
Hmm.
intervening, you're always going to end up on the wayside of things.
Losing side. Okay. That.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Good. All right. So I have another deck. I know he said 10 minutes, but I
Hmm.
have another deck that
Okay.
is giving me like timing or yes or no. Is there anything you want to ask me? Do you have any questions with timing or you're wanting a
Hmm.
definitive yes or no answer on anything?
I don't know particularly. You know what? I think lately that's running in my head is just remembering. I think I hear Bobby Hemmett and him just saying you're divinely like when you're divinely protected or you have this divine love, you're almost divinely protected. So I think that it resonates so much because that's what we talked about is letting go. And a part of me was always, again, I grew up in a household where, you know what I mean? It was a struggle, foundation, finance was a thing. So I'm in a point where my finances, that's essentially what I want to grow and my legacy. But I think that is letting go and being like, you have to almost trust your higher self because I'm as much as I'm learning about money and understanding the currency, it's in a flow state. And
Correct.
I learned from people like Reverend Ike of tricking the mind and understanding like this flow of money and embracing it and loving it. Because I think a part of me was always like, again, I was always taking care. I would help people. And I came to a point in my life I ain't helping anybody because I just got to focus on Dean right now. And it does resonate because it's so much of letting those old ways go and stepping into this new almost new world and stepping into this idea of like money is currency and you're tapping in and just like how other people tap into this energy and this source of money, you're essentially now being able to tap into it, but you got to trust and you got to almost don't worry about how you're going to do it, and I always worry about how I'm going to do it. So much
Mhm.
of like allow your gift and your talent is going to come out and spirit is going to tell you when, but you almost have to get over this hurdle of trusting in. There's almost
Okay.
you can't always worry how, right? Almost it's just it's
Okay.
going to come in a different way, and I think that's what I struggle with is
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna pull advice on how
Mhm.
you can let go and learn to
Mhm.
trust a little bit more.
Mhm.
As I shuffle, you mentioned Reverend Ike. There's a
Mhm.
prayer that he
Mhm.
said that has completely changed my life when it comes to money. Okay.
Okay.
Whenever you use money, not
Uh-huh.
spend, but
Yeah.
whenever you use it, you
Uh-huh.
always say, all the money that I use returns to me in
Mm.
a never ending
Ending
cycle of
cycle
enjoyment.
of
Yes,
increased and enjoyment.
forever. Amen. There you go. Look.
I
Yes.
see God multiplying back to me all of the money that I use, give, circulate in any way in a never ending cycle of increased and enjoyment, in a never ending cycle of increased enjoyment, in a
Yes.
never ending cycle of increased enjoyment.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right beside me.
Every time you
Hmm.
swipe your card, you pull the cash, you do whatever.
You
I
got
sit at the grocery store, the
yeah.
cashier is looking at me like I'm crazy, but it comes back. It comes back
Okay.
in flow. Okay.
Okay.
So
That
first
that was
card
dope.
out.
That was dope, y'all. That was dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
So first card out on how you
Yeah.
can let go and trust is no
Okay.
need to worry.
Yep.
Okay. No need to
Yep.
worry.
Yep.
Second, oh, success and a success with the exclamation point
Let me see
and
that. Hold on,
trust.
hold on. Let's see that card and make it real. Let me see that card.
Yeah, let me see if it'll
This is dope.
show
This is
because it's so
amazing. I
dark. Can
love
you
it.
all see it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No need to
Yeah.
worry.
No need to worry.
Success.
Success.
Damn,
Trust.
trust. Wow. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Oh, this is
So
beautiful.
Oh,
how you let go and
this
how you
Mhm.
great.
trust.
Yo.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Seriously, we worry about such the most mundane, minute
Wow.
things.
Mhm.
There's no need to worry.
Mhm.
We're not getting out of this alive.
Mhm.
Okay. So just like
Mhm.
Brother Rich said, the only thing to do is to go after your dreams. Don't chase it, but learn
Mhm.
how to integrate the wants and desires that you have.
Of
Let
course.
go of the worry, ground
Mhm.
yourself. And with all these cards, the arms are open, the
Mhm.
chest is open. So try working more on, again, with the breathing. Like I
Mhm.
said, do the
Yep.
deep breathing, oxygenating yourself. And
Mhm.
there's a mantra that you should say as well in the mirror.
Okay.
As you rise in the morning, if you can do it, I'm not trying to be prude, but if you can do it standing naked in front of the mirror, that's
Makes
your most
sense.
vulnerable state.
Yep.
Just repeat, I love myself. I
Mhm.
honor myself. I trust myself. I value
Love
myself.
myself. Okay.
That's going to put a lot of ease because
Mhm.
you're talking to your physical body, and
Yep.
whatever energy you're storing will be released through that. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Trust the
That's wicked.
process and
Thank you.
know, just as the animals
Yeah.
are taken care of, you will be
Yeah.
taken care of just the same.
No
Okay?
doubt. No doubt. Thank
Okay.
you.
All
Man,
right.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
hey, hey,
Thank
I
you.
have you on Instagram. I'm gonna message you. Like
Oh,
that's.
okay. Let's
Thank you.
go. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, Dean, and I
Oh,
appreciate
I
your spirit
appreciate you
team
too.
for
I
stepping
appreciate it.
forward and connecting with
Oh
us and
man.
allowing those messages to flow through. Thank you, Brother Rich, as well.
yo, I
Thank you.
appreciate both of
Oh,
y'all.
that was beautiful.
This was
One love. One
amazing,
love.
amazing,
One
energetic
love.
exchange, y'all. Y'all take care, all
Oh,
right?
this is awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
One love, brother Rich.
Peace,
One
Peace,
love.
peace,
everybody. One love.
peace. Yes,
Peace.
yes. All right. Wow, that was powerful. Shout out to Ascending Infinite Goddess and my brother Dean. Those are two regulars. They call up to the show. They support. They always share great perspectives on things. Dean always asks excellent questions. Ascending Infinite Goddess, her presence and her energy that she brings is just amazing. And my like I tell you about following your intuition. My intuition told me let Ascending Infinite Goddess do a reading with somebody. I looked in the background. I said, let her do a reading with Dean. Dean is an amazing brother. And he called in the other day and, he has some things going on. So I follow my intuition. Look at the magic that happened. Number one, they both seen each other at the awards. You know what I'm saying? I mean, wow, that was an amazing, energetic exchange. And that's a demonstration, a live demonstration of God power. That's a live demonstration of God power. It's a live demonstration of, like I told you earlier, me knowing me and me being confident in who I am and what I do. I know I'm able to make energetic exchanges like that happen. And I'm glad that those two individuals are honest and they're tapped into what they're doing. And if we're all honest and tapped into what we're doing, we could all do this thing. The only way to help, we all talk about building this village. The best way to build this village is to be the best you could be, to be the best version of yourself. Shout, thank you for the donation. Ascending Infinite Goddess. I appreciate you so much. Yeah. The people about to holler at you tonight. They're gonna holler at you. They're gonna holler at you, Ascending Infinite. They're gonna be like, yo, I want my reading. I mean, did you see that last card spread she had about trust and success? And I forgot what the other card was. The three card layout. Man, it was like right in alignment what was happening in that whole conversation. Wow, man, that was powerful. That sister's definitely tapped in. Dean, you definitely tapped in. I got the best audience. I definitely got the best audience, the best chat. Yeah, you guys are brilliant. Y'all brilliant at what y'all do. Um, Somebody said host the open mic. Yeah, I need to eventually. The rappers, singers, poets, and musicians. Yeah, high vibes. I definitely need to eventually. Yeah, so like I said, for those who came in late and wondering, well, where's Billy Carson? I think Billy fell asleep. He's in Egypt. It's like 4 or 5 a.m. his time. He tried to make it tonight. The brother couldn't make it. He has an extremely demanding schedule out there in Egypt. So we just had to reschedule. I was thinking about should I just end the show, and the family said do a Q&A. So I decided to do a Q&A with the family. I answered a few questions. We talked, we kicked it a little bit. Talk to my brother Hey Roo with the ladies. He was talking about the ladies. My brother Hey Roo always talking about the ladies. He's supposed to I got his information when I do the dating show. He's gonna be one of the contestants. But shout out to that brother, sending Infinite Goddess Dean and everybody else. The other brother who accused of trolling, he called in and he clarified some things. That's how we started out the show. Forget the brother's name, but shout out to that brother too for the emotional maturity and calling in and us just getting some things straightened out. And it's just been a magnificent show. It's been a magnificent show for y'all. Let's see. It's 10:50. I think I'm gonna take one more. Might take one more, then we're gonna get out of here. Family, make sure you sign up. The workshop is going down October 29th, God Power Part 2. I just shared the link once again in the chat. This is definitely the best workshop I have put together. Let me play y'all before we get to the next call. I always give y'all a clip. Let me give y'all a clip of the 7 sacred prayers. Everybody, I see some of y'all ordered tickets tonight. So for everybody who ordered tickets tonight, I see a good amount of y'all ordered tickets tonight. I'm gonna be sending out the 7 sacred prayers tonight. So if you purchase your ticket for Blueprint for God Power 2 tonight, I'm gonna send out the 7 sacred prayers. You will have it tonight, so you can listen to it. And for those of you who don't know what that is, let me just show you a little sneak peek. Let me see, where is this? Let me show you a little sneak peek.
What's going on, loved one? All is mind.
Let's see. Let's go.
To be the writer.
Let's go.
I've been put on this earth to do. Our children.
Let's see. Who we gonna go to, y'all? Let me see. Nah, we gonna go. Let's go to Kaba. Let's go to Dr. B. No, Kaba. Let's do it. Let me give you a clip of Kaba, Professor Kaba. So this is included in the Blueprint for God Power 2 package. Not only do you have the workshop happening October 29th, virtual workshop anywhere in the world, you can watch it. This is bonus content, 7 sacred prayers. This is bonus content that you will get within 48 hours of purchasing the ticket. So somebody said, if we already bought our ticket, were the prayers? Yeah, the prayers. Cherie, you should have gotten the prayers already. I don't know when you bought your tickets. When did you buy your tickets, Cherie? When will the 3? When did you get your tickets, Cherie? But they should have gotten sent to you already. I'm going to send it out again tonight. Check your spam, your junk, your promotions folder. Somebody says, when will the 3 selected to attend in person be selected? I think that's the day of the event. I'm not sure. I think we're going to do that the day of the event on October 29th. Yeah, I think we're going to do that the day of the event. Somebody said, what's some trivia questions for a couple of... Yeah, right now we don't have any ticket giveaways. I might have one. I got to double check. I might have one left. A brother donated 3 tickets. I might have one left. Oh, Cherie says you bought it last month, Cherie? You should have gotten it by now, Cherie. Email me. Yeah, somebody said check your spam. Email me, richardmerritt@yahoo. Man, Cherie, you've been waiting all that time. You should have gotten the prayers by now. You had to get them. I didn't send it because the brother, Hey Rue, was on the other day and he was like, man, I get the same email 5 times. And I'm like, I'm sending them out that many times for the people who's going to say they didn't get it. So email me at richardmerritt@yahoo.com, Cherie. RICHINMERIT @yahoo.com. All right. Shout out to, hold up. Shout out to Kimberly. Kimberly's been showing a lot of super chat love, and I really appreciate that. Means a lot. Shout out to Kimberly. Kimberly shows a lot of super chat love. I see the super chats in the back right now. 333 must be a number, Kimberly. I see the 333. You got the 333 popping in the background. But Kimberly shows a lot of love, and that's important for us creators out there, YouTube creators and content creators out there, y'all know how YouTube acts with, what they do. And the super chat lets us know we appreciate it. And I always see a lot of channels popping with their super chat. And people be like, yo, Rich, why your super chat ain't popping? I'm like, they be like, why your super chat ain't popping like that? I'm like, I'm not worried about that necessarily. I'm worried about doing what I'm doing and being successful at what I do. And I'm very successful at what I do. But when I get a super chat, it means a lot to me. So Kimberly, thanks for the continuous. I see the multiple super chats in one show, and that means a lot. So you say, Rich, if I get a ticket, is it good for a while? Even if I can't watch it live or punch clocks, and I might be at that place during the live, can I still watch? Yeah, of course. Lifetime access, Kimberly. Lifetime access. You will have lifetime access, Kimberly. So don't worry about it. If you can't watch it that day, you'll be able to watch it the next day. You'll be able to watch it next year, 2 years, 5 years. So don't worry about that, Kimberly. You'll be able to watch it again. What you said, a long time coming. I can now do it. So I am, and yes, I'm a 3 year. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it, Kimberly. Dre said I want to donate some tickets. Is that is that Hey Rue Dre? Is that the brother? I don't know. The avatar. I thought that was the brother. But email me, richardmarried at Yahoo. Richardmarried at Yahoo. Richardmarried at Yahoo. And we'll work something out for anybody who wants to donate tickets to the rest of the family. Email me. All right. Let's get to probably do one or two more callers, then I'm gonna get out of here. I see the brother Millie Pop. Millie Pop he's shirtless tonight. What's going on, brother?
Peace to the guys, Rich. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm chilling. What's on your mind, brother?
Good, man. Hey, man. I know Billy's sleeping, but I have a question for you too, kind of about the topic. Dreams and dimensions.
Yeah.
I want to see what you think because I'm sure you'd give me a great response. So I'm gonna not try to make it too long, but
I could imagine. I could imagine your question, man. What you done dreamed about now, man? What you done?
Dude, check this out, man. So back in 2019, before my brain had even fully developed, I was like 23 or 22. I had this crazy dream, man. So basically, my brothers and my sister were apart. They were like engineers of some type. They were like mechatronic. Those vehicles. Like think about Transformers movie. Some super nanotechnology vehicle that transforms. They were like that type of engineer at some type of university. This is all happening in my dream. They're not really those types of engineers.
Right.
So basically, they were contracted with a bunch of other engineers to go by the U.S. government. They were like, okay, so a genetic attack happened on some Asian country. I don't know where it was. It was like I don't know, in Asia somewhere. It was like I don't know, some Asian island or something. There was like this big megatropolis city. So basically, they were on these big super carriers. Think about like Warcraft carriers, but bigger. Like in my dream, there was like huge transformer vehicles landing on them and stuff. And I was like, oh man. So they went to the island, and these Asians started going to war with them or whatever. And so they started fighting them. They just started fighting these advanced Halo, the Halo game, like laser guns,
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is going on in my dream? And so the U.S. forces and the Western forces were fighting against these Asian people, and apparently there was this megalomaniac genetic engineer scientist who was this corporate. He was the CEO of some corporation that designs genetic weapons, like pathogens and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he unleashed a whole bunch of these pathogen bombs on this mega city. It was in Korea or something in my dream. So my family, my brothers and my sisters, they went to go fight them off and stuff with all this weapons and all this technology. And so basically they were fighting through, they were getting to the core, and then they eventually got to this skyscraper, at this skyscraper that was owned by the CEO of the company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so basically they got there, they started infiltrating, and then they got to the top, they started trying to take out the CEO. And then when they finally got up to the top of the building where the CEO had all of his laboratories and all of his stuff, it turned out to be Jim Carrey, like with like this Octo, it's Spider-Man. What's his name? Octo Doc Ock. This dude had like some mechatronic hands, like a octopus and stuff, and he was crazy. And in my dream, I vividly remember he was upset, like Dr. Eggman, like Jim Carrey. He was pissed off. I guess he was pissed off at the world or something, and he just started wanting to see like all like I guess he wanted to kill off humanity and stuff. So like it was a weird dream, and I woke up. I was like, what in the hell was that? And then a couple of months later, Rich, the Sonic movie came out, and I had this dream before the Sonic movie came out, and I wanted to ask you like because this talk, you was talking to Heru about intuition and stuff. Before that, I was already like studying like computer networks and programming and all this stuff. So like I wanted to ask you, what do you think? Like, do you think that was like my higher dimension self, my higher self, trying to tell me that like there's a path that humanity can take with this technology? Like either they can be like supervillains, like what's his name? Those supervillains who always like David Aid and like Spider-Man, Green Goblin, and all that stuff. What do you think? Do you think like maybe that's my higher self trying to tell me like we have to be careful? What I wanted to get your opinion on that.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. It's so descriptive, man. You got such descriptive dreams, man.
It was a vivid one for sure.
Yeah, that's so vivid. That's almost like it can almost be like a memory. It could almost be like
Yeah,
it's almost like a memory of something that you have experienced before and that you're
could be.
replaying, or something that's clearly going to happen in another lifetime that you're tapping into now. But it seems like you have the ability to tap into timelines. You're probably a time traveler. I'm guessing from what I'm getting
I don't
from
know,
you,
man.
you're most likely an advanced time traveler. And I would
Damn.
definitely, yeah, no, I'm definitely, even things you said before, when Billy was on live, you called one time when Billy was on live. You seem like an advanced time traveler, and maybe you need to research more on time traveling. The only thing I would say is because you so out there with it,
Yeah, man.
Millie Pop, that I want you to stay grounded, regardless of
True
how much
that,
you
man.
tap into the spirituality. I want you to stay grounded. But it
True
almost
that.
seems the only thing I could say, I can't go too deep into it. Billy will probably be able to go deeper, but
Yeah.
you seem like you're an advanced time traveler. But I don't want you to go so out there that you lose yourself. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah,
Because
man. I
because
hear that.
because you got to stay grounded while you're in this dimension. But you got to be like a time traveler, bro.
I
Got to be
don't.
like a time traveler,
I feel
man.
like we all are in some sense, like we're all multi-dimensional, like Ascendant Goddess
You
was saying.
you like an
And
advanced one, man.
nah, man. See, like I don't know what like. And this was before the coronavirus happened too. Like this was like in 2019 when I had that dream, and then boom, the coronavirus. So like, my brain was starting to understand that like we live in this realm where I mean, my dad's an architect, so
Yeah.
like I'm fascinated with all types of structures, like KT, like chemical structures,
Well,
biological structures, all kinds. So I love that stuff. But sometimes, like you said, Rich, I don't dedicate myself enough, and I slack off, and I watch YouTube videos all day. And then there's this higher part self of me that's like, bro, you got to get on your shit. You gotta study. You gotta read books. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? So I um, I think, like you said, we just have to like fight off. It's kind of weird because, like you said, we want to tap into the best quantum version of me, and then sometimes, like my higher self tells me, Rich, like, bro, you're not obtaining your highest self. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
mhm.
there's a part of me that's like, bro, you slacking too much. You're not studying calculus. You're not studying trigonometry. You should be studying like all this advanced stuff and getting on your shit, but you slacking. So I mean, I know there's potential in all of us, Enki and those, they gave us this potential. But like you said, man, I what would your advice be to like try to quantum collapse into like the highest, version of yourself, man?
I think you might be overcritical of yourself. I think you should take it easy
Maybe.
on yourself. Take it a day at a time. And as long as you do, if you're really interested in this information, Millie, just make sure you dedicate a certain amount of time every day to it. But don't overthink it, don't overanalyze it.
True that, man.
Overanalyzing takes the spirituality out of everything. But just if you know you put forth an effort every single day, then you good. You good. But
True, man.
don't
True, man.
overanalyze it. It's going to strip the spirituality. It's going to strip the spirit and soul away from it. So don't overthink it, but just make sure you give a good effort. You know, because we could beat we could beat I beat myself up sometimes.
Heck
And we could
yeah,
beat
man.
ourselves up a lot. But just put forth a good effort. Don't overanalyze it, and I think you should be good, man. But yeah, I'm definitely called back because I'm gonna take a few
Yes,
questions
sir.
when Billy come with the dreams topic.
Oh, for sure.
Call
I'd
back.
love to ask him too, man.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. But I definitely appreciate the call, Millie.
Yes,
Always appreciate
sir. Thanks, Rich. Have a good night, man.
it. Take care, bro. All right, peace. Shout out to that brother. He always call. He always support. Yeah, he's tapped in like he do a lot of the shrooms and he's tapped into a lot of different things. So shout out to him. Yeah, definitely shout out to Millie. Yeah, I guess I'm about to get out of here now. I'm about to get out of here, family. I appreciate. Let me just make sure everything is taken care of in the chat. Y'all crazy. He tapped into that. Bro, he's good. Yeah, man. He's brother's good. He's good dude. Good dude. All right, so I'm about to get out of here. Let me just see if any last couple of questions before I before I get out of here. Yeah. Somebody said slow motion better than no motion. Yeah, slow motion better than no motion. Yeah, slow motion better than no motion. Yeah, time travel is a good topic to discuss too. Yeah, definitely, Queens, definitely. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Y'all just y'all all here with a lot of jokes and shit, man. Yeah, but we tapping in tonight. Like I said, Billy will be we'll do the show soon. We'll definitely do the show soon. But listen, God Power 2 happening October 29th. Make sure you get your ticket. Dr. B was on here the other day, dropping it, doing what he do. Billy will be on here soon enough. You know what I'm saying? And like somebody said in the chat, somebody said, it is just an Earth Rover, family. That's all it is. It's just Earth Rover. Some people are more experimental with their Earth Rovers than others. Some people play it safe. Some people play it too safe. Some people play it so safe they're a slave. Some people are so experimental where their Earth Rover expires. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's just different approaches to using this Earth Rover, to using this radio, whatever term you want to use to describe this vehicle, this vessel that we use to navigate in this dimension. But we all exist somewhere else. And that's the main point that we are trying to make tonight. What do you think about the eclipse tomorrow, the Ring of Fire? Yeah, it happens every year. Powerful. Everybody should be tapped in. You know, Esther Hicks used to talk about using opportunities to milk a vibration. You'll get the speakers who be like, oh, that is not special. Oh, this is not special. Oh, that's not special. And then some speakers that act like it's the greatest thing in the world. My whole thing is, y'all, if you have an opportunity to milk a vibration of well-being, use that opportunity. I don't care what nobody thinks about the eclipse tomorrow. It's an opportunity for me to milk a vibration. If I'm able to tap into something because of something, I'm going to use that something to tap into something. You get what I'm saying? Let me say that again. If I'm able to tap into something because of something, I'm going to use that something to tap into something. So a Ring of Fire eclipse, great. Let me celebrate it. Can I tap in? My question is, all I want to know is, can I tap in? And when I say tap in, can I tap into a vibration I want to bring into this realm? Because this realm is the realm of projection. That my eyes are an extension of my brain. So my brain creates this holographic matrix and it projects it through my eyes. So all these events, can I tap into a vibration that my brain can help my brain construct the matrix for me? That's all I want to know. So all I want to know. And tomorrow it can help me do that. So I'm gonna tap in tomorrow. That's it. I mean, but nobody's right or wrong. Because some people say, "Oh, it's full of shit. It's nothing." Some people say, "Oh, it's amazing." If you could use that, Bashar called it a permission slip. If you could use the Ring of Fire as a permission slip to tap into your magic, then use it as a permission slip to tap into your magic, and don't let nobody stop you. It's all relative after that. Magic is relative. What works is relative. You know? Hey, just yawn on y'all. I yawned at 11:11. How spiritual is that? I yawned at 11:11, y'all. What does that mean? It means whatever I want it to mean. You get what I'm saying? It means whatever I want it to mean. I could say, listen, check this out. Check how this works. I could say, I yawned at 11:11. It means that I'm extremely spiritual. And for the rest of the year, I could feel extremely spiritual because I yawned at 11:11. And because I used it as a permission slip, I tapped into a frequency that will make it's the placebo shit. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Just think of everything as a damn placebo and use everything to its advantage. And if it don't resonate with you, leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Will you plan for a live on how this is hologram? Well, I did that. I did shows on that. Or Queen, I did shows on that. I mean, I definitely could touch on it again. But I definitely did shows on that. Can we talk about the Astral Realm Wars? Well, definitely that was one of the topics I wanted to discuss with Billy. Things going on, not so because they say the lower astral realm is a pretty bad place. The higher astral realm is not that bad, but the lower astral plane is more of a bad neighborhood. And we was gonna get into that. Pardon the yawn, family. Pardon the yawn. Oh man. Pardon the yawn. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody for tapping in with me tonight. Oh, that's nice. Somebody said I have a beautiful heart. You know, that's my goal. If there's one goal of mine, if there's a goal that I have in this realm, in this dimension, is to leave this dimension with a light heart. So, you know, they said in ancient Egypt, they weighed the heart with the feather. I just want to leave this realm with my heart lighter than a feather. And that means that I lived life my way. You know, it's Frank Sinatra. I love that song. I did it my way. If I could leave this life and I did it my way, you know, and I did everything for my heart, regardless of whether people agree with it or not, I won because my heart is as light as a feather, and I have no guilt, and I'm gonna get to the necessary destination after here. I have no regrets, and that's the goal of mine, is to live life my way, do it my way, and that's what I've been doing. There's been a lot of people who disagree, a lot of people agree, but you know, I got to do things my way, and I feel as though that's what I've been doing on this channel, and it's been successful. And I thank everybody for following me. You know what I'm saying? That allows me to have I remember the first, check this out, y'all. I remember the first time I played I Could Do Magic. I Could Do Magic. The first time I played it on the show, a brother, he either commented or emailed me. Oh, you can't play that, brother. Where's the African drums? Why would you play music like that? He was like, why would you got to play stuff like African drums, and why would you play music like that? Now, what if I was weak? What if I was a follower and I said, yeah, this music is too street, it's too aggressive. I got to play African drums. I wouldn't be living my truth. I wouldn't be who I am. And if I died a month after that, I would die with a heavy heart because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Now, look what happened since I played that song. Look how many people in the world, and the video hasn't even dropped yet, but look how many people in the world has been affected by that song. I could do magic. I could do magic. But what if I listened to that, brother, and didn't play it? That's a small example of following yourself and your heart is light regardless of who likes it or not, versus not following yourself, listen to somebody and your heart feels heavy because you never listen to yourself and you live with regret, and it's, I wish I would have played that song. Why didn't I play it? You know? So it's just a small example of that. Just, yeah, somebody, I mean, person saying my 1 year old loves that song. I mean, like, people from 1 years old, we met a brother 80 years old at the video shoot that was vibing to that song. And when you got a song like that a 1 year old listens to and an 80-year-old listens to, come on, that's Michael Jackson level shit. That's Michael Jackson level shit. And we just need the right marketing to get it to where it needs to be. That's it. But it's definitely one of the biggest songs in the world. And it could be. Right now, it's one of the biggest songs in this community, but it definitely could be one of the biggest songs in this world, in the world. If we just got to figure out how to get it out to the world, marketing and everything like that. You know. Family, I want to thank you for tuning in. This is Brother Rich. Brother Rich is about to get out of here. Been on here for 2 hours. Thanks for all the callers for calling in tonight. Everybody who stayed with me, even though Billy wasn't able to make it tonight. I appreciate you still sticking with Brother Rich, watching the show, learning from the show. Kimberly been donating all night. Thank you, Kimberly, for donating, showing love, showing financial support. Along with everybody else. I've been running my mouth, so I didn't get all. Queen, thank you. Daphne, thank you. Louis V, thank you. Dre, thank you. And everybody else. I don't want to forget people and thank what Fortune said tonight. I was going to ask about sleep paralysis. Yeah, I'll save sleep paralysis for when Billy come. Yeah, I'll save that. That's a question that I definitely want Billy to tap into. So Fortune, thank you, and I definitely will ask that when the brother Billy come on here. You know what I'm saying? But thanks to everybody for the super chat love. Really appreciate it. Thanks for everybody for just tuning in. Really appreciate that. Thanks for everybody for hitting the like button. Anything you could do to support and benefit this level of information. I hope everybody learned something tonight from the information. And I will be back. I won't be back tomorrow. I'll probably be back Sunday. All right. Won't be back tomorrow. We'll be back Sunday. But everybody have a good night. All right. Friday the 13th. Right. Friday the 13th. Tomorrow's the Ring of Fire eclipse. Let's tap in. Let's use this as a permission slip to tap into who we are. And let's get that vibration going. A sustained vibration creates your reality. So you sustain a certain vibration long enough, you will begin to experience that vibration and that reality. So let's begin to have a sustained vibration of wealth, of well-being, peace of mind, happiness, joy, and that will eventually make its way to this quantum movie screen we call life. It's immersive, but it has to happen eternally first. So thanking everybody for watching. I'm signing out, family. Peace. Have